put them in. This is very hot water. Feel it.
That feels good.
Can you repeat all the instructions you just said about the yeast? Just the yeast.
So hot water for the yeast, not warm water?
Not yet. No yeast.
Okay, so I have a different recipe for some other bread. Okay.
I'll just take a video of the yeast. It's what is it? Gold? Safe gold?
Saff gold instant. I don't use regular yeast anymore.
How come? And she gets it online.
You said you got it from King Arthur?
King Arthur online.
They have good donuts. King Arthur gives.
So how come you don't use regular yeast anymore, Grandma?
Because that's what's faster.
You don't want it to go faster?
I do want it.
You do.
And you don't have to dissolve it in water like you do the other.
Cool. Yeah, Jenny, get out of here.
I keep my yeast in the freezer.
In the freezer?
Even after I've opened it, I keep it in the freezer when I buy it. I have a whole roll of them out there, and then I also keep it in the freezer in between baking with it. And it's fine. Okay, I'm going to put 12 cups of flour in here. I don't know what kind of mixers you guys have or whether you have a mixer. If you do it by hand, you won't get as much flour in it as you do when you use a mixer. And I have done it by hand, and I've made 24 loaves in a day by hand. With mixer, when the kids were all home and I got my mixer, I got up to 64 loaves in a day. But you have to be well organized.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I'm dedicated.
We're working fast today. I was gonna say, we have to have enough people to eat 64 loaves in a day, which you did.
I didn't have time to bake every week, so I did it once a month.
And then did you freeze the loaves that you didn't? Okay, that's what I do. Freeze the extra loaves. You have to. Does homemade bread stay better longer than
No.
store-bought? It molds faster.
It molds fast.
That's right.
Does it have the preservatives in it?
Yeah.
So how many, so this makes, you said 24 loaves?
9, 12,
Now, how many loaves will this
how many?
batch of bread
She's
make?
counting
Grandma?
flour.
6, 11.
Sorry, Grandma.
6, 11.
It makes 6 big loaves.
Six
If you have smaller pans, you probably get 8 out of it. Even though I have this memorized, I go through it in my head before I start putting it out because I want to know I've got everything in there. I'm going to let this run until the lumps are out of it. it in.
We're watching.
Go ahead, go ahead.
You're good. Totally fine. We're ready to get out.
I'm letting this sit for 10 minutes.
Sorry, Becky.
You want to ask any questions while we're waiting for that?
Yes.
Yes, please ask all the questions.
Don't record this though. It's not how to do anything to bread.
Oh, okay, let me stop.
Right, like, does it raise while it's sitting, or is it just?
It will rise a little bit, and then the yeast is dissolving.
Cool.
I've tried doing it other ways than this, and when you use the yeast, that you don't have to dissolve,
Uh-huh.
and you don't dissolve it, it will dissolve, but I feel like there was more of the yeast flavor to the bread than I wanted.
So you don't let it, put it in, because
Water.
all my recipes, you put it in the water and the sugar and you let it start to rise.
Change your recipe.
Okay.
Just add whatever water you would have had for your yeast to your recipe and put your yeast. If you're using the instant yeast, if you're using the other yeast, then you have to do it that way.
Okay.
The regular yeast that we always had before.
But with this yeast.
And there's different kinds of yeast too. I've got three kinds in my freezer. I've got the regular instant, I've got the red package that is a really fast one, and then I have this that I use with the bread and cinnamon rolls and stuff like that. The high sugar.
Okay.
I don't know whether you've ever heard of Alton
Brown, yeah.
Brown. I like him because he's scientific about his recipes, and
Do you use bread flour or just flour?
I use unbleached.
Can you use 00 in a recipe like this?
Use what?
00 flour, it's like a pastry flour. Give it a shot. See what
I
happens.
try it. See, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what about pizza dough? What kind of yeast would you use for like a pizza dough?
I would just use the unbleached.
No,
Regular.
or for yeast.
Oh, yeast?
Sorry.
I use the same yeast. I don't
For
ever
everything.
buy the regular yeast anymore. It's always instant.
But you said you had 3 different kinds in your freezer?
I do. And probably the red and this would be best in the red would be better in your all wheat
Okay.
loaf of bread. And there again, you'll have to experiment with how much you use, because I don't know your oven, I don't know your altitude. You just have to work at it.
So when you add flour in, do you like add it till it looks like a certain consistency, or is it?
I have it down in my head how much I need to put in the first
What does your
time.
dough look like, I guess, when
After this sits for 10 minutes, then I count, but I don't always go by the same amount. I go by the
Do you like it kind of sticky, or is it like?
It always needs to be sticky, and I'll let you feel that if you have it clean. But it's not to stick to your fingers.
Okay.
Just, it has to be sticky,
But
but
it
not,
doesn't like pull away from like the side. It's
it
not.
pulls away from the side.
It does. Okay.
Yes, it does. And you're just running all over, and oh, you're gonna cry.
We'll put you back.
You tell them about it, okay? You know all about it.
Nice toenails. I mean, I have.
Okay, Grandma, will you
lots
tell
of
us about the
different
yeast again? The 3 different yeasts.
Yeah.
If I was as strict with it.
This is for
Yeah.
Who knows what?
your high sugar. This is for your wheat, and this is just for whatever. Other pastries that don't have a lot of sugar, or your pizza dough, whatever.
Okay.
I've got some of these in bottles, and how many is here for the class? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you? I'll see how many things I've got in there, and I'll give you some. It'll be the red though.
They say, don't give it to me. Not that I don't want it, but I can't use it right now.
Was eating
because
dirt.
no one can have it.
Give it to me. I need to practice.
Yeah, I'll take her portion.
I always go to 20. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I do it. Yeah, it's where I clean it off because you're getting a buildup here and a buildup here of flour. And so I clean it off and put it in the dough. And I do it at 20 all the time so I don't forget where I'm at. Not because there's anything special about 20. It's just that that's where I do this. So I
you
don't
get
forget
to
how
20,
many.
and
how
then
many
you
that I
might
have.
add a little more as needed or whatever, or no?
I'm gonna add more flour, but I
Okay.
do this at 20.
Okay.
And I do it the same every time because I'm very forgetful about how much flour I put in, especially when I'm talking. So I know that if I go to 20, that's where I'm supposed to be. Now I'm gonna be careful how I add it.
So for this flour, are you just adding it until the dough looks a certain way?
I'm trying to get it to pull away from the bowl. You need to be patient with your bread dough.
Where's Candy? You have a couple brown paper bags.
The only time I wash these is when I am making something that is sticky with it. If it's just bread, then I clean it off, but I don't wash it. It might sound awful, but that's how I am. It makes it so when you roll your bread out, it's not so hard. I have bread pans that you don't have to grease. And you don't have to wash them every time. That saves a lot of time, you don't have to grease them. And I make my bread extra big for the sacrament, so the rest of the loaves are that big. So they're gonna rise more on one side than the other, and that's not a pretty loaf. So if I'm making them just for family, I would put them in more pans or else use less. Okay, do you wanna come and touch this? You have to have clean hands.
Everyone sit up.
and you touch it and it's a little sticky, you've got enough flour. Don't add any more flour. And you're going to see, when I take it out, you're going to think, oh, we need to add more flour. This doesn't look like I got as much flour as I normally have, so it's going to be maybe a little smaller loaf. Because it's going to be sticky. And it's sticking to me, and I told you not to let it stick, but that was when we were kneading it. You've got enough flour, right? So when you see this, don't think I got to add more flour, because you'll ruin your bread.
Hi, Grandpa.
There's 2 eyes. I couldn't believe how glued they were to that bread. Yes, they were. Oh, Grandpa took to me. Should have had a picture of that one.
Her eyes are so like wide open.
It was so intense on that bread, and then when I spoke, there it is. Yes.
This is so therapeutic.
As long as she gets it on her hand.
I don't want it on your hands.
Did you see Grandma's birthday present?
Yeah, I saw Marilyn bring that in.
And Marilyn brought it in and
We got 1 tomato out of 7 plants.
Red one out here disappeared. I don't know what happened to that.
I got it.
did you find it, Grandma?
Yes. Oh no, I didn't find the bowl. They can't find it?
It's not this big stain. The only one she remembered was the big stainless steel one.
That's the one I want.
Is that the one we used for fruit?
Probably. I've got a bigger one, but I'll use it.
Oh, this is the only one Marilyn could remember.
There's another one, just
Okay.
smaller than that.
Oh. That one she doesn't know where it is. Oh, I know which one, because they had both of them out there. One had cantaloupe and one had grapes.
Right.
Ah. Let me go
Just-
ask her if she
I was
knows
gonna
where
say,
it is.
Marilyn washed the cantaloupe.
Well, I gotta get it greased and used right now. I should have waited.
I don't think they should.
We'll just grease this one. Somebody wanna grease the bowl?
Get closer with this. You learn by doing. What are you passing the buck off for?
I just did. Yeah.
Right. As long as you're careful and if it stops on you, you don't play around with it.
I
Okay?
know that. I've learned that with my own
Good.
ATVs.
I love just watching that dough fold.
This is where I need an extra pair of hands.
Okay, I think I got it.
She put you to work, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's what children are for, isn't it?
So you have them.
Go ahead.
No, I just
I mean,
Why else do we have children? Except to have slave labor,
That's true.
as my children will tell you. That's all they are, they're slave labor.
It's like, yeah.
And driving practice.
Okay, when I
You
pick this
practice
up
while
and I'm
driving.
alone with it, it drags my legs with it, so it makes it really hard. So somebody hold it down. I use plastic and I don't want it to stick, so I kind of go over it with a little bit of shortening.
Patting the baby's
I
bottom.
like the last one she put on there, see, that's the reason.
Yeah, I noticed. No.
What are you complaining about?
I wasn't complaining.
No. He wasn't complaining.
Okay, because this is such a big bowl, it's not going to rise like it would normally in the other bowl, so I won't be able to tell as much. But I'm going to set the clock for 45 minutes for it to rise. I sent it to Richard.
Oh my word.
And he wrote back and says, I don't know who you are, but take my name or take my. And so, I don't know why I didn't know it was me, but
Oh my
I wrote
word.
back to him and I said, I'm sorry that I offended you. And I said, when I got through with my email, I said,
son,
by the
Richard?
way, I think you do know me. I spent the last 47 and a half years as your mother.
Oh my
But I
word.
will take your email address off.